Good morning, students. Today we are going to start a new chapter, manufacturing industry. First of all, we will see here what is manufacturing. Manufacturing means to make something. Let's see, manufacturing is the process of production of goods in large quantities after processing from raw material to more valuable products. Then manufacturing, what is manufacturing? Manufacturing is a process to make something in large quantity. How can we make something in large quantity? Yes, it is with the help of machines के through. So manufacturing is something to make something in large quantity by processing the raw material. In this process we add value in these raw materials. For example, we take wheat, we grind it and make it flour, and then mix yeast, butter, sugar, and then bake it to make cake. Here what we are doing, we are adding value in flour to make cake. Thus the value of the flour, thus the value of the wheat is increased in the form of cake. In short, transformation of raw material into finished goods. Then industries, manufacturing industries. Industries क्या है? A place where raw materials are converted into finished products. Manufacturing is a process and industry is a place where raw materials are converted into finished products using machines are called manufacturing industries. For example, cloth from cotton, sugar from sugar cane, paper from wood, iron from iron ore, aluminium from bauxite. Here you can see the picture of some industries. Now sectors of economy. This manufacturing industry belong to secondary sector. All of us know that there are three sectors of economy: primary sector, secondary sector and tertiary sector. What is primary sector? Primary sector is something related with the obtaining raw materials from the nature come under the primary sector. For example, agriculture, fishing, poultry, mining, quarrying. In this sector we totally directly depend upon nature to get the things. We don't need to do more processing. We use them as they are available in nature. Now secondary sector. In this sector, manufacturing industries comes under secondary sector of economy. In this sector, we process the raw materials that we get from the primary sector and make something new object. For example, workers employed in bakeries, breweries, textile industries fall into this category. Bakeries we all know. Breweries is the place where beer and wine is made. The third sector is the tertiary sector. This sector is service sector which support the primary and secondary sector. The product that is produced by the tertiary sector is not be touched. It can only be feel. For example, banking, transportation, communication, we can't touch their products. We can only avail those. For example, workers employed in banks, insurance company, hotel managers, drivers fall into this category. So the main thing that we are here supposed to know is the manufacturing industry comes under this secondary sector. Secondary sector. Our focus point is here, this sector. Now come to the importance of manufacturing. What is the significance of manufacturing? Why manufacturing is important for a country, for the economy of country? So manufacturing play various roles in our economy. The development of a country is measured by the development of manufacturing industries. Besides the GDP, national income, the level of the development of country is also measured by the development of manufacturing industries. It means the more the manufacturing industries available in the country, developed in the country, the more that country is developed. It is like it is used as an indicator. Next point is, they reduce the heavy dependence of people on agricultural income by providing them jobs. Manufacturing provides job opportunities. It opens the door for the job opportunities for the people, and hence it reduces the dependence of people on agricultural income. We know that in our country more than 60% population is dependent on agriculture, and agriculture sector is facing the problems of disguised unemployment, in this unemployment more number of laborers are required than the more laborers are engaged than the required number of laborers. Thus the development of manufacturing open the doors for the lot of jobs opportunities, and in this way it reduce the pressure on the agriculture. Second, it helps in eradication of unemployment and poverty from our country. As I told you before, it helps in eradicate the unemployment and poverty. More people will get the job, their income will get increased, and thus the poverty will be eradicated. Third thing is, export of manufactured goods expands trade and commerce and bring much needed foreign exchange. As we produce more and more things in our country, what will happen? We will be able to export the things to the other countries, and in this way we can increase our foreign exchange, and that is very helpful for the economy of a country. Next is the countries that transport their raw material into a wide variety of finished goods of higher values are prosperous. Generally it is seen that those countries who transform their raw material into variety of things, they are more prosperous. Next thing, it also contribute in modernizing the agriculture. How does it help in modernizing the agriculture? The industries provide products such as irrigation pumps, fertilizers, insecticides, pesticides, machines and tools that help agriculturists in increasing their production. All of us know that green revolution was possible just because of the industrial development, because of the such equipments, use of irrigation pumps, fertilizers, insecticide, pesticides helps us a lot to achieve the goal of green revolution. So these are the importance of manufacturing. Now what we will look here, interdependence of agriculture and industries. Means agriculture and industries are related with each other. They go hand in hand. They are not exclusive. Means they are not separate things. They both are dependent with each other. Their development influences the development of the other. So agriculture or industries are not exclusive, means both are not a separate thing, they go hand in hand. Contribution of agriculture to industry means how agriculture helps the industry. So from agriculture, industries get their raw materials like jute, sugarcane, cotton, etc. And the agriculture is a good market to the industrial products. What kind of industrial products is consumed by the agriculture? As earlier I told you, the motor, tube wells, PVC pipes, fertilizers, pesticides. These products are sold to the agriculture by the industries. Thus, how agriculture helpful for the industry? Now come to the term contribution of industry. Contribution of industry to the agriculture. How industry helps agriculture sector? So industry provides inputs like fertilizers, pesticides, insecticides, etc. With the help of these things, farmers are now able to produce more and more crops. Supply agricultural implements which boost up yields. What agricultural implements are these? These are irrigation equipments, machines, tools, etc. Industries help in increase market value of agriculture product by processing and also raise the demands for raw materials. Let's take an example that I had took earlier, example of flour. What we do, we mix with flour, yeast, butter, sugar, and by processing we make cake. तो इससे क्या हुआ? We are adding to the flour and making the cake. Thus, it increased the market value of agricultural products by processing and also raise the demands for raw materials. It reduced pressure on agriculture by absorbing extra labors. जो एक्स्ट्रा लेबर एग्रीकल्चर में लगा हुआ था, वो लेबर अब कहाँ डाइवर्ट होकर के चला जाएगा? वो लेबर डाइवर्ट होकर के अब जॉब अपॉर्चुनिटी इंडस्ट्री सेक्टर में भी ज़्यादा है तो वहाँ चले जाएंगे. इस तरह से हमारा एग्रीकल्चर पे जो प्रेशर है वो कम हो जाएगा. Now contribution of industry to national economy. It is 27% of the total GDP. And इस 27% में भी 17% goes to manufacturing and the remaining 10% goes to the mining, quarrying and electricity and gases. That is very less. The contribution of manufacturing industry in our economy is very less. While we see the East Asian countries, the contribution of East Asian countries is 25% to 35%, and our growth rate in manufacturing is 7% per annum. That is less. That is far behind the desired growth rate of 12%. Since 2003, growth rate has increased up to 9 to 10% with the appropriate intervention by the government, with the efforts of the government, with this new schemes and new programs launched by the government. Now this sector is being boosted up. Some of them are the NMCC, National Manufacturing Competitive Council. This council has been made with the objective of boosting the industrial sector. Nowadays, there are a lot of schemes like Atmanirbhar Bharat, like Making India, is being Pradhan Mantri Mudra Yojana to increase the production, to increase the industrial sector, to boost the industries. Our government is taking a lot of steps in this direction. Now, industrial location means what are the favorable conditions required for the location of an industries. So we can classify these factors into two categories: physical factor and the human factor. Physical factor and human factor. In physical factor, there is availability of raw material, climate, and third thing that we can add is availability of water. We can add here water. That's all. And what are the human factors? Some human factors are also needed for the location of any kind of industry. These are cheap and skilled labor, capital investment. Capital means money. Without money nothing can be done. Transportation and communication, power, market, and government policies. Government policies like Make in India, like Atmanirbhar Bharat, like Pradhan Mantri Mudra Yojana, and other schemes and policies. Here physical factor, raw material. First physical factor that is required is the raw materials. So most of the industries are located close to the source of raw materials. इससे क्या फ़ायदे होंगे? It will reduce the cost of the transportation. For example, iron and steel industries are mostly located to the areas where coal mines and iron ore mines are located. Sugar industries are mostly located at the regions where sugar cane is produced. Then water. Availability of water in abundance for processing of the raw material is required. Then climate. Favorable climate is also one of the factor for the location of any kind of industry. So for example, take an example, cotton textile industry requires more humidity because the spinning of cotton can be done very well in the humid climate, that we found in Maharashtra. Then human factor में power resources. Power resources means electricity, petroleum and other products. So then closeness to the source of economically viable power resources, that is for aluminum smelting requires lot of electricity. Next is transportation, and any industry needs a well developed transport network for the movement of raw material and finished products. Raw materials will come from the farmland or the mines to the industry, and the finished product will then go to the market. For both of the purpose we need a good connectivity, good transport system. Labor. Third most important factor is labor. It can be skilled, it can be semi-skilled. So cheap and skilled labor. One thing, the labor should be cheaply available. India, you know that India is a market of cheap labor. That's why many foreign countries also invest in India, because only that they can get here cheap labor who are ready to work at lower wages and work for longer hours. And skilled labor means trained labor who have specialization in the field. For example, diamond cutting industry in Surat. In Surat there is a skilled labor, there is a trained labor who are very well trained how to cut diamond very well. Then capital. What is the capital? Capital means investment of money. Every industry needs capital investment which is available through banks. So the reason the areas that have lot of banks that are ready to give credits to the industries, that reason will be more favorable for the location of any kind of industry. Then market. Demand from the market is met by the supply from the industry. Market is also available because industries, whatever the product will be produced by the industry is going to be sold in the market. That's why market is also an important factor for the location of any kind of industry. Then government policy. Government also play an important role in development of the industry. It is the only government that can boost the industry sector. Our present government is focusing more and more on this sector. Government is made to regulate policy for setting up and functioning of industries. That's all for the day. In next chapter, we will discuss how industrialization and urbanization go hand in hand. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.